8 months ago, I lost to a man who I challenged to a 1v1. But today, that will not happen. For today, it is time for the Cuphead Sir Pilky 1v1 Lockout Rematch TM. Name is subject to change. Sorry if that intro was hard to follow. I'm going to give you a rundown of what we are doing now. Basically, me and my friend Pilky will be racing to complete 13 out of 25 challenges on this bingo board. Once one of us has completed a challenge, it is now locked, and the other can no longer do that challenge, and they are forced to complete different challenges in order to win. Here's an example of what the board may look like, but we will explain each of our points as we get them, so it'll be easier to follow. That being said, please enjoy this Cuphead Lockout, and big thank you to Sir Pilky for doing this with me. He will be linked in the description. Enjoy. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Then we can reveal. Running gun, pacifist, no damage, don't use EXs and L2, collect 30 coins, beat a boss with reverted directional controls. I'm gonna do that right away. What I actually did right away was do the tutorial, Forest Frollies, and head to Pork Rinds to get the Roundabout and the Heart Charm. Then we get an A+ on the Root Pack, A+ on Ribby and Croak, beat the first Mausoleum, then we remember that I said I'll go do a boss with reverted controls, and then we decided to go do Goopy Legrand with our reverted controls. Midway through the fight, something unexpected happened.
Hey, don't take a hit for 3 fights in a row. I got the first one.
With Pilky in the lead, it was my turn to catch up, and then we got our point for beating Goopy Legrand with reverted controls. Now that the scores are tied, I refight Goopy Legrand to get an A+, and head up to Hildeberg. It took me a bit to beat this boss because I was going for the A+ rank, but eventually we do get it in the end with our A+. With Hildeberg defeated, all that's left is Cagney Carnation, which we defeat and get the A+ rank on, may I add, on the first try, which gives me this.
Pretty dang hard.
Get a rank
what did you do?
Of at least A+ on Isle 3 bosses, or Isle 1 bosses.
Dude, you did all of those now?
Yeah.
Shoot.
That's what I was nervous you were going for. So I didn't do the running gun, I went straight to Cagney. With Isle 1 completed, we quickly go do the second running gun with Pacifist, and while I'm waiting for my rank, I realized something. Oh wait, I did another one, I didn't even realize.
Oh, you're not serious.
At least 3 parries on Isle 1 bosses, because you need parries for the A+ rank.
Oh my gosh. Dude, that's like a 2-in-1. Oh my goodness.
You didn't even notice. Like Pilky said, I basically had a 2-in-1 challenge for getting 2 points at the cost of only putting my effort towards 1 challenge. This put me ahead by 3 times his score. With his spirits seemingly at a low, we decided to go do beat 3 bosses with the chaser shot. But there's something we didn't tell you guys. Me and Pilky can see each other's screen. So I seen that he's already attempting to do this challenge and already has 1 boss down, meaning he only has to kill 2 more bosses with the chaser to claim the point. So midway through Beppy, I decided to bail on the challenge and switch to the Roundabout to defeat the boss faster. Next, we go to Baroness von Bonbon, and we're going to keep track of the 3 bosses we see first, as there was a goal for defeating all 5 of her mini-bosses. When I defeat Baroness, what may have seemed good turned to bad when Pilky defeated his 3rd boss with a chaser, landing him another point. While I was trying to P-rank Funfair Fever, Pilky decides to do the opposite and pops 5 balloons, allowing him to tie up the scores once again. Moving on from Funfair Fever, we return to Baroness so we can get our final 2 mini-bosses defeated, and you may have noticed Pilky checked another point off the list. This is because he has obtained 5 parries without touching the ground, but once I defeated the 2 mini-bosses, the scores were once again tied. More of the aisle goes on like normal, but we make a pit stop to get our 3rd and final P rank, nabbing us another point. We defeat Grim Matchstick and the 2nd Mausoleum and make our way to Inkwell Isle 3. Is what I would say if we didn't go all the way back to Isle 1, where we P-rank a running gun without getting hit once to claim another point on the board. Also, I forgot to mention, Pilky got another point for reaching Isle 3 with less than 10 deaths. In Isle 3, we sadly are forced to play catch-up because in the time we spent to get those P-ranks and the one we got for not getting hit, Pilky was going full force on bosses to widen his lead on us, which might just end up punishing us big time later in the run. Pilky gains another point for dodging Werner Werman without using a spring, and we move on to Perilous Piers, which takes us way too long to get through. Like, way too much time was spent here. It's important to mention that there was a goal to obtain 30 coins first, which is why I was trying to rush through Perilous Piers and caused me to make so many mistakes. But Pilky beats us to this point and steals another point from us. With the loss of a point dragging our mood down, we move to Cala Maria, where we attempt to beat her without getting petrified once, which is something I've never seen done before. We end up hiding at the top of the screen in the 2nd phase to avoid getting petrified, and in the 3rd phase, whenever she uses her petrifying attack, we end up purposely taking damage to use our invisibility frames to just go through it unscathed. And this claims us another point. But while we wasted time trying to get this point on Calamaria, Pilky beats us to the third mausoleum and steals yet another point from us, setting the score 8-6 in Pilky's favor. Wasting no time, he extends his lead even more by beating all plane bosses without using bombs. After wasting too much time on Ruber Honeybottom, we make really quick work of all the other bosses. But does it even matter? In the time we spent to go backwards in the game to get points, Pilky stayed full steam ahead and got crazy far, to the point where he was on King Dice and was in the position to complete one of the hardest challenges. With loads of time to spare, defeat King Dice without landing on any hearts was obtained by Pilky. He managed to do this on his first attempt and now was on to the devil. He has so much time ahead of me that he defeats the devil without getting hit, and this gets him another point up against us and also unlocks expert mode for him. Well, I was trying to defeat the horse with only a mini plane to keep the scores as close as possible. He has ended up doing all of this. We do defeat the horse with mini plane, getting another point, and end up defeating King Dice on that very attempt. But Pilky claims beat a Isle 3 boss with only Chaser on expert mode, a challenge I couldn't even attempt because I haven't defeated the devil yet. Pilky, with only one challenge left, forced me with no choice but to go back through the game and try to steal a point that he was going for. I noticed Pilky was fighting Dr. Kyle and immediately assumed he was trying to S-rank a plane boss with only machine gun. So I did the same thing, hoping to defeat him first. But I didn't. Pilky defeats Kyle before me and gets the S-rank. But he doesn't claim the point. I don't think he noticed that there was a point for doing this. Instead, Pilky was going for the point to get at least one S rank on every isle, meaning that if I can beat Cull with an S rank, I can steal this point from him and still have a chance to catch up by blocking him even more. So, I apparently suck at this game, because instead of me stealing the points, I fail the boss fight over and over and over and over again, giving Pilky so much time to claim 2 S ranks on completely different isles, while I'm here stuck on Dr. Kyle trying to S rank. And that's it. I was once again bested by Sir Pilky as he reached 13 points and won the challenge. Clearly the champion of Cuphead. Big thank you to Sir Pilky. He is linked in the description to go check him out. And if he wants to do another video together, please like the video and let us know in the comments. Thank you guys a lot for watching. Sorry if this video is a little bit short. I'm trying to keep videos to just the interesting stuff, but that results in them being a little bit shorter, so I'm sorry about that. And until next time, see you guys.